welcome everybody.
Ah,
Welcome. Come on in here, folks. Come on in. We are getting ready to fire this thing up tonight for another episode of Hoka Hey Talk. I almost said Trip Talk.
okay.
Hoka Hey Talk. How you doing, Doc?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm glad to be here. I'm getting ready to head down to Titan Elite, so we're gonna have
Hey
to
man, we're all gearing up for that, man. We're all gearing up. It's gonna be a cold start. But we're gonna get out there and we're gonna get down there to Jacksonville, Florida for the Iron Elite Titan Award event going on. Matter of fact, I'm sitting here looking at Big Sarge post pictures up down there now, man. People are rolling in. That's good. They're braving the cold. So we're gonna be on the road. We're gonna be heading down there to Jacksonville. We hope we get to see everybody. But listen,
yes.
man, we want to just welcome everybody for coming in the studio tonight. We got Bolo with us. We got Scuba Steve with us. Hello, Scuba Steve. Come on in, everybody. Everybody's greeting, man. Everybody greeting. You know, we
Good
got our
evening,
number.
everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Good deal. Good deal. And if you can hear us, give us a thumbs up on Facebook, on YouTube, or any other streaming platform you may be seeing us on. We are greatly appreciated because, as you know, every time we fire this thing up, man, gremlins are at us, Doc. They're at us.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal, man.
I'm asking everybody. I'm about to put in there to ask everybody to put their Hoka Hey number. If you are joining us with your Hoka Hey number, if you're getting ready, whatever it is, I don't know how to really talk about it.
It's
You
getting
got
ready, Doc.
your number, your whatever. Put it in here,
We got
please.
Rookie Rider 1270. We got Rookie Rider 1270 in there from Michigan. Oh, man, you need to be linking up with these three guys, man. Get some G2, get some intel. Who else we got in there? Come on in. Doc, you get that?
I got it.
All right. There we
You know
go,
I got
folks.
it
There we
now.
go. All right now. Bolo says, Scuba Steve, how are you doing this evening? Oh, man. We got Rider 1140 in the house.
1140 is in the house. Garnett.
That's, yeah. He's a member of the channel. Come on in, everybody. Bald Head Nasty with us. Bald Head Nasty, man. I know you're in school and everything, but we should be seeing you this weekend, brother. Good deal, man. Good deal. Thanks for joining. We got Chops on the ground on the house, man. Chops OTG on the ground in the house tonight.
Robert Russell 485 still on the wait list. I'm about to put you down for still on the wait list because then I'm gonna get your number when you got it.
There you go, man. There you go. April Jones is in the house. Come on in, please. Put your Hoka Hey number. That's you.
That's me. I know if you wanted me to say, "Hey, bro, that's me."
Oh man, I'm reading right off the big boy. Dustin, what's going on? 1247. Yes, indeed.
1247. 1328 checking in. I got you, Big Mike.
Got you, Big Mike in the house. Come on in, everybody. Joining us tonight, man. If this is your first time joining us, just put in the comments where you're watching from, which state, which country, wherever you're watching from or listening. Just drop it in the comment. Just kind of let us know where you are tuning in at so that we can kind of see what kind of ground we're covering right here as far as getting our broadcast out.
We got
all right, Doc.
Kim Henry in the building. Thank you, Kim.
Hey, man. You know it. You know that's Top, man. Top going to be rolling. 1336 in the house. Charleston, South Carolina's in the house.
We
got Traveling with Staffs in the house. All right. Wisconsin's in the house. Man, look at that, man.
Oh, nice.
I tell them about it, man. That's what I love. Come on in. We got Florida in the house. Well, listen, folks, first thing we're going to do is we're going to kick this thing off, man. As you already know, we are celebrating Black History Month all month long. We just want to recognize that. We want to thank everybody, man, for the legacies that they've created across the country, celebrating part of being Americans, right, Doc?
That's right. I love being American, you know.
That's right. We serve our country, right? We are two combat veterans. And you were telling us about a story just a while ago about right after you had your baby. What was that about?
Yeah, absolutely. Right after 9/11, I was in 9/11, I was pregnant. I was ready to pop. My daughter was born 10/28/01. Let's say that again. We had 9/11.
10/28/01.
We had 9/11. That next month,
Mm-hmm.
I had my daughter. She's 24 years old now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. November, December, I was breastfeeding, and then we got the call. I was stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, 3rd of 101st Aviation. They said we got to go. I already had my duffel bags packed, but I had to call my mother from Chicago. I said, Mama, can you come get her? I don't know, but anyway, long story short, I was an Afghanistan veteran. I went over there and I still had breast milk when I had the military garb on to make sure nobody was going to shoot me. It was
right, the sappy vest and all that.
Absolutely. It was pressing on my breast and it hurt because the milk would gorge. You understand what I'm talking about? That's how close it was. So I hadn't saw my daughter after I had her for 2 months for the next 9 months.
Okay.
And but that's my story, but it ain't about me. I'm just, I'm just,
you get long when the doc, you be giving it all to you, man.
Sorry. Anyway, yep.
But listen, we want to thank you for your service, man. I think I may have deployed to Afghanistan with you guys. What year was that again? Because I got all three of them in there.
So after 01, I was January 02, I was boots on the ground.
Okay.
We was digging foxholes and burning the pits.
Yep. Make sure you go get checked out for that smoke installation, man, because they got all kind of studies going on and everything like that. Plus, there's also compensation for it too for all our veterans out there that served that was near burn pits. Go look into it, man. I think it's like burn pit study or something like that. And there's also compensation for it. Yep. So listen, folks, we're gonna go ahead and get the show started tonight. We have 3 gentlemen from Michigan that's going to be with us. 3 first-time Hoka Hey riders. They competed back in 24. And we're going to come on. They're going to tell their stories, their experience about riding the Hoka Hey, and going to give some pointers to the future riders, to the guys that's getting ready to do it. And we're just going to have a good old time talking about the Hoka Hey Motorcycle Challenge, man. What's going on? Justice, man. My sister Justice in the house. I know Justice is getting ready to get fired up, get ready to head down to Jacksonville to the Iron Elite. So listen, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring these guys in.
Welcome.
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing tonight?
How you guys doing?
Hey, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Doc. Appreciate it.
We are awesome, man. We are awesome. We're excited. Happy to have you guys on with us. But hey, before we get this thing started, man, right before we got ready to come into the studio, you guys said, hey, man, we're at our hometown dealership. Where my notes at? Hometown dealership at Gilders Harley Davidson in West Branch, Michigan, right? And that item that you have in the middle, tell us a little bit about that before we even get started.
Well, this is the owner of the dealership. Passed away last spring. He's been in business here for what, 50 some years?
Yeah.
He started out BSA Triumph, selling British bikes, and then eventually, I think in 1982 is when he bought into Harley. And it's just been a small family-owned dealership here. A lot of people don't even know it's here.
Okay. That's Gilders. Gilders, I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Gildner.
Fuzzy Gilders. So Gilders Harley Davidson in West Branch, Michigan, man. Make sure you go up and check them out. Did they sponsor you guys on the ride?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so that was your sponsor hometown dealership.
Yep.
Good deal, man. And I also like to give credit to the organization that supported you guys getting ready for it, especially HD dealership, because the Hoka Hey always ties in with the dealership in the state or city that they are launching out of. So that's pretty good, man. Good deal that they even supported you guys. Mm-hmm. That's why we want to just give a shout out. So listen, we're going to go around the room and have you introduce yourselves tonight. I know we got one camera lens. So before we even get kicked off with the lineup, we're just going to go around the room. I think 1126, Lucas, you are in the back. Okay. That's Hollywood. Nope, that's not Hollywood.
No, that's in red.
Hollywood's in red. That's the Marine. Hoorah.
Hoorah. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, doctor.
Oh, man. Okay, so go around the room, gentlemen. Introduce yourselves if you would, please.
Lucas,
Lucas Blackford, 1126.
Erick Rydd, Hollywood, 1127.
Rob Cormwell, 1128.
All right.
Ooh, I
You
like
have it right
that.
there, man. There you have it. The trio right there.
Yep.
And I gotta ask this first question right out of the gate, man. Who bright idea was it? Who came up with the plan of saying, hey, let's go try this challenge, man? This 10,000 miles, no GPS, turn by turn directions, no hotels, sleeping outside next to your bike. Who bright idea was it?
Well, it was Lucas's idea, but I come across the event. We had a local customer who rode the original. His number is 268, Zach Beasley.
Wow.
He was here
Okay.
getting his bike serviced, and I seen the sticker on his bike, started researching it, figured out what it was, and I sent it to this guy because he's a little different, somewhat of a psycho, just likes to take off and put on as many miles as he can. And he started researching it more, and next thing you know,
2 years later.
Yeah. And then I remember it's like 10 to 6 in the morning, November 10th, because us Marines remember that because it's our birthday. Hoorah.
Hoorah.
Lucas calls me on the
Hoorah.
telephone. I'm in my car. And he's like, hey, would you be interested in doing a motorcycle ride? It's 10,000 miles in 10 days. I said, yes. He said, well, that's why I called you. That was it.
yeah,
That was
then
it.
I got wind that they were committed, and I jumped on board.
We were in.
Yeah. My wife said, if there's going to be a mechanic on the ride, make sure he's there. Because Rob is the mechanic here at Giltner's Harley Davidson.
Okay. All right. Well, good deal, man. I had to just go ahead and get those questions out of the way because I will always want to know who put you guys in the thick of things, man. As we always say, man, in the suck. So I just want to know up front who put you guys in the suck, man. So listen, as a gentleman that I'm always am, I'm gonna go ahead and let Doc Remy go ahead and kick off the first question to you guys.
Yes, my first question to you guys, after you decided, hey, we're gonna do this, right? How did your resume precede you? How did you know, hey, I have enough riding under my belt to say I can do this? I think I'll be into it. You know, I think I'll get accepted. You know, talk about that. Each one of you, tell me a little bit about your resume writing and how did you feel that, hey, I can do this because I've been riding this amount of time or I've rode around the country this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I'll go first. For me, honestly, I probably had the least riding experience of all three of us, even though I'm the oldest. I've got my first Softail in 01 out in Glendale, California, rode across country a couple times, rode back here, rode back up and down the coast. A little bit older, get down to Tennessee, ride the tail like everybody wants to do. Get down, ride Georgia, all those beautiful roads down there, you know, get down into Florida. But I believe it's just it's in your mind already. I mean, if you're going to sign up for this, it's in between the ears, and you can get cocky, but you need to be confident. I knew right out of the gate, let's just do it. Just, you don't stop, just keep going. And how about you, Rob?
I grew up riding dirt bikes since I was a little kid and had my first Harley at 16. The older I got, the more aggressive I started riding, the more I'd like to get out and travel, and the more I knew I wanted to see the country on a motorcycle.
Pretty much the same boat as Rob. We just always rode bikes and just want to ride. It's just in your head. You're gonna ride. You're gonna make it. It's a head game, and that was just it. We were gonna do it.
I wouldn't say I necessarily had the mindset or the riding resume to say, yes, I can do this, but I had the mindset that I was going to put myself to it and finish it unless something happened where I could.
Now, was that after talking with Zach about it and doing a little homework and research about it? Did you guys find out about, you know, the fatalities that was involved with it, the incidents that was involved with it? You know, going back and you know, kind of briefing your significant others about it.
Oh, go ahead.
I talked to Zach about it a little bit. I asked him once I figured out what it was the next time he was in, and I was straight up asking him, like, what was it like? How hard was it? And he straight up said it's freaking brutal. But you know how we said it. He's like, it is tough. He's like, my first day, I rode 36 hours straight. But I think he said he finished in 9 days. So, I mean, he pushed himself to the limits. And he's up in his age now, and he'll jump on his bike here in Michigan and ride down to his place in Florida in one shot.
Right. I know. The very first Hoka Hey, I think, was probably a lot more challenging than what it is now, because they didn't have the resources, they didn't have the groups. Yeah, they didn't have the resources and the groups and everything that they have now, kind of, giving people pointers and tips. And plus the directions weren't as accurate per se. And then some of the directions, somehow another, weather kind of affected the direction they were pointing. But there were just other obstacles involved with the very first one. So for all those guys that have that low number, I think there may be up to like 700, 800. No, what was it? 200, 300, something like that. For those guys, man, my hat off to them. So I know Zach really gave it to you all.
Hey, KSolo.
I hear background. Is that coming from me? You hear the music?
No, I don't hear no music.
No, go ahead, Doc. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
Oh, so KSolo, you rode the Hoka Hey twice, right? Well, yeah, you rode the
Yes.
So here's my thing. So your number 990. Right.
990.
990 is your number. When you did it the from the first time to the second time, did you ever think like the first time, I want a new identity? Can I get a new number? Or does it work like that? Like, did you ever think like, hey, I want to redefine myself? And this goes for you guys, Cowboy, Hollywood, and the Mechanic. You guys did it. Go ahead, Solo. Can you hear me?
Doc, you're breaking out.
Let me see. Cowboy, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Very good.
Okay. All right. So let me
Okay,
see.
there you go, Doc. You're back.
Okay. So I was just
say it
asking
again, Doc. Say the whole thing again.
Okay. KSolo, you rode the Hoka Hey twice. And when you got your original number of 990, when you did it the second time, did you think, well, the first time, whatever happened, I want a new identity. Can I get a new number?
No.
Is it any?
No. No. For me, that was a number that was assigned to me. And then when I went and looked it up, because all numbers have some type of spiritual or some type of connection. Numbers are assigned. So I took it. It is what it is. Whoever threw the dart and hit that number and assigned it to me, that's what I rolled for. So I didn't say, hey, I want to go back and change my number. I know some people have changed their number, but I just stuck with it, man. And I ride with it. And you get some people that get their number tattooed on them. You get some people who pass away, and it's like Todd, his number is 909 forever. So that's why it's so dear to me. Good deal, man. Good deal.
Oh.
So guys, and I know we kind of prep you guys a little bit in pre-production, but we want to just try to keep this thing as authentic as possible. Now, Hollywood, you were on the West Coast, is that correct?
I was until 2004. I lived out there 11 years. I've been back here since 2004. So
okay.
Yeah, I lived out in Los Angeles.
And I looked at your bio, your resume for when you first applied for the Hoka Hey, and said that you would just ride from Michigan all the way to Sturgis just for a picture, and that you was riding from California all the way to Michigan. So you was familiar with running cross country. Is that correct?
Yeah, a couple times. Now I would ride from California a couple times back here to Michigan. I believe Lucas is the one that rode all the way out to Sturgis from West Branch here just to get the picture and come back. Yeah, he did that.
Okay. Good deal.
Just got under the sign, took the picture, and rolled on back.
Right. Yeah. Good deal, man. Good deal. So you guys riding experience was already there. Mechanic, how deep was you going into it, man? I mean, were you running cross country? Once you start, getting on the touring bike set?
I had done a few decent mild trips, but I never went like completely across the country or nothing like that.
Okay.
From here, I mean, we just shoot down to like the Smoky Mountains and put on a couple thousand, ride back up.
But any
But
IBA or
nothing
SMA
really
long
expensive.
distance rides? Any?
No, none of us
not
did it
any-
like that till we got there.
No.
Oh man, you guys went in like real
Yeah.
green.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just kind of
Okay.
jumped off.
yeah,
Wow. Okay. Good
yeah.
deal.
And we still ended up finishing what, like 71, 72, 72, something like
I think
that.
it's in
Yeah, I got it right here. You guys finished 62.
So,
You guys finished Lucas, you finished 62. Eric, you finished 63, and Rob finished 61.
yeah,
So
yeah. We all came in right there together.
yeah, good
Land's
deal.
End.
Out of 200 and some riders, man. And then you weathered the storm, the hurricane right up front. I mean, how was that coming out from Michigan to Florida to the hurricane?
Yeah, that was rough.
It was,
You know,
it was a crazy experience.
You know, we left in the morning, and honestly, a short story. When we left, the weather wasn't real bad. We did the sage in the morning, everything. The blessing was great. Everybody was lined up, and turned my bike on. Engine light goes on. I looked at Rob, and I'm like, "What's up?" He checked out the codes, looked back at me, said, "Run it." I said, "What's wrong with it?" "Run it." And that was it. Run it.
Like bike's running fine.
You know, yeah, it's just the light. We'll just, if something else happens, we'll figure it out on the way. So I was out, what, no taillights for the first day, no
Half the first day.
no
brake
cruise
lights.
control, which you shouldn't really need unless you're in the wide open spots anyway. A couple other things
Right.
fixed it the next day, but I think it was from getting really wet on the way down. On the ride down from Michigan, our last night from Jacksonville to Daytona, we just got it was a precursor for Hurricane Debbie, because I mean we just got hammered, inundated, and
Man.
who went flying by us? Levens.
11.
Yeah.
I was on our way to Daytona before the start.
Yeah, we thought we were doing pretty good hauling butt, and all of a sudden this guy just blows by us in his orange bike with big flags rolling on each saddlebag, and later on we figured out it was Levens. Of course it was. So
See now, so now whenever you look at a bike coming, it's got stickers on it. You look down at the saddlebag to see if it has a number or something.
Sure.
Always,
sure,
man.
absolutely, absolutely,
That-
absolutely.
That is
But
it.
yeah,
man.
that first day we didn't get a terrible amount of rain until we got closer to Miami, and we could see it coming down across the Keys and all the way down to Key West. It just nailed us. I mean, we saw a lot of brothers and sisters pulling off to gas stations and stuff and waiting, and there's these three rednecks from Michigan just kept on pushing right on through.
Man,
Might only been moving 15 miles an hour.
we
when we got
didn't stop. We didn't stop. You know, we just kept
man,
pushing.
them crazy.
We
Them
got down
crazy
to
guys.
through Key West, and the water was up to our floorboards. We just kept pushing through the lights. We get over there to the buoy. We took the quickest picture we could. A ton of people were waiting in line at the buoy. We pulled up. I think one of the pictures I sent you. We took a quick snapshot. There it is. Got
Yeah.
back on them, and we're gone. That
Yeah,
was probably the highest point on Key West. That's the least amount of water we saw. And then back up through the Keys. And then our first night, we ended up by a Mokley up there, sleeping next to a swamp and gators and snakes and stuff by a BP gas station.
okay. So that initial start, man, was it? Were you guys prepared for it? Was it a shock? Or did you just guys say? And I know you said, "Hey, man, them crazy rednecks from Michigan just rolling." But just being in that weather, though, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that was absolutely crazy when I was following you guys.
Yeah, we didn't know how it was going to be. We kept looking at the weather as well. But when you ride up here in Michigan, you can get all 4 seasons in a day, depending on the time of the year.
That was pretty rough.
Yeah, but that was
something we
it
never
was
been
just
through.
we were just inundated with water. It just kept coming.
Man, good deal. Good
Everybody
deal.
had this problem.
Yeah, everybody's running through the same stuff. So
Everybody.
So
I mean, there
everybody
was
along
points
the
where the water was knee deep.
yeah,
We had our feet up on top of the crash bars just to keep them out of the water. It was that deep.
yeah.
Yeah, it was rough, man. It was rough.
Good rain gear.
Here's my question to you guys. How did you prepare to balance your family? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we have enough bandwidth and enough time for me to go digging into,
dig
how
in, man.
dig
Dig
in.
in. I got the credit card.
So, your wives, your significant others, your children, your businesses, your finances, the time away. how did you and your fitness? So I'm gonna throw it all in there, and I want you guys to answer it one by one. But how did you prepare yourself to say mentally, I am gonna leave my family for a certain amount of time, and the things that I usually normally handle, uh, I got faith that it's gonna get done because I have the support. So each one of you, can you tell me how you prepared yourself to be mentally stable out here on the road, financially, family wise, and physical fitness wise?
Sure. First, Lucas's wife and my wife were talking in the store one day, and Lucas's wife Christy said, Lucas looking to go on this 10,000-mile ride. It's 1,000 miles a day. And my wife looked at her. She said, "Does Erick want to go?" And she goes, "Well, he'd be fine." I mean, they were already mentally there. They were used to us doing stuff.
Yeah, I
It
think
wasn't.
our wives are behind us probably.
Yeah, and then Rob's a single cat. So, but
I
I
was
mean,
single at the time, so it was a lot easier for me.
yeah, and his family was hard behind him. Business wise, I'm a personal trainer. I do my own business, so I just had to make sure stuff was paid forward. Put a lot into the bike beforehand. Rob's a mechanic, so Lucas and I both came to him and said, whatever we need to do, do it. Whatever you think we need to do, get it done. So
Okay.
he took care of that business. And when you have, it's like having a good doctor when you got a good mechanic. I mean, you understand, you trust them. That was great. Physical fitness wise, that's good. Being a personal trainer, my wife told me all spring and all summer, you better get in shape. You got to get in better shape. Get in better shape. Better eat a little bit so you don't lose weight. Better get in shape. Because she was watching this guy that had run the Hoka Hey in 2020, and he said he lost a lot of weight and had to get stronger. I don't know if you know this guy's KSolo. She kept watching his video. So she had the deep dive on all this stuff. My wife would get a deep dive on everything. So she was like watching his videos. You got to get stronger. I said, I'm in shape. No. Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. Got to get your butt working. So she was busting my hump all the time. Just staying in shape. I went in pretty good shape, but I'll tell you, and I'm an eater. I eat a lot of food, and I lost 25 pounds on this ride.
Whoa.
Wow.
Coming all the way up, coming all the way back. Because we rode the 4,000 miles back from Alaska when we were done. And actually, Lucas got 2 iron butts on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but for me, that was it. I mean, my wife was all in, but I think she was more stressed out on the ride than I was. She followed us. Our whole town followed us.
Yeah, we had a lot of
It was amazing. We had a lot of support. The fundraising was pretty easy. I'm our local Marine Corps League Commandant, so we did Toys for Tots for 2 counties, and everybody from these 2 counties pitched in, helped out. But I don't know, mentally, like I said, it's a head game. We all talked about it.
Yeah.
So you get right in the right headspace, you get your stuff going, and you push through the suck, as we say, right?
That's right. That's right, man.
Embrace it.
That's it. Embrace it.
That's for me.
Mechanic.
My wife definitely behind me. She was behind me the whole way. And biggest thing was getting off to work vacation wise. And after that, when we were down there, you turn everything off at home and you're in the Hoka Hey. You just don't think about it. Think about that next turn, not missing the road sign.
Yeah.
You don't think about it, what's going on at home.
Right.
Yeah. I will say that my lawn got scalped about 3 days in. My wife was really freaked out that I wouldn't like it. I said, I imagine it'll grow by the time I get back. So, how about you, Rob?
Yeah, I was single at the time, so I mean that was no problem. And as far as work, I told them a year in advance that I had signed up for it, and if I got accepted, I was going to be gone for these dates if they were good with it, and they were. So basically, we just told our customer base that I was probably going to be off for almost a month. So if there was something major that needed to be done, it needed to get in here beforehand.
Okay. Oh man, you just like single free life and say, you know what, man, I'm just gonna just grab this.
It's a lot easier for me to pick up than these guys.
So he was the one with the stress in there, man. Just like, hey guys, let's just keep going, man. No worries. No, willy-nilly. That's how it was with Miss Reed, man. I was like, I was kind of like the willy-nilly. Like, oh, let's just keep riding, man. Let's just keep riding. But good deal, man. So guys, I mean, we're gonna go back. We're gonna just kind of like go back to we'll say Georgia for the challenge. We've already braved the hurricane. Debbie done her damage, and we're rolling right along. Now let's talk about this portion of camping and sleeping next to your bike. Was that an adventure? Now you Marine, hoorah, you good to go. But you guys up in Michigan, you guys hunt up there, you guys wilderness, outdoorsy type. Am I correct?
Yeah.
No issues there?
No, not a big deal at all.
What about your equipment? What about packing? Did you bring the right amount of stuff? Did you bring too much? Did you bring the right gear for sleeping?
Did all right, really.
Yeah, they did bivy sacks. I did a single man tent, a quick pop up 3-second tent, which is 8 seconds. But when you're doing that, I mean, I don't think that was much of a big deal. It's more, watching out for the weather, and finding a spot that maybe you might be covered a little bit. It was, we did one night in Canada by a waterfall. We did a couple under churches. Yeah, we did a night in where was that, Wyoming? Yeah, Wyoming. We got hit by a turbo sprinkler in a small park. It was the only green grass in this whole small town, and turbo sprinklers got us all night.
Don't camp in the green grass.
Yeah, don't camp in the green grass. Yeah, we looked out for dog poop, but we missed the sprinkler.
The grass was green.
Yeah, that shot right there is up by a waterfall up there in Canada. Before we got to Banff. But packing wise, I overpacked.
I probably only wore half the clothes I brought.
Yeah.
It's not some of it home when we got to Daytona. We realized I don't think I took too much on the trip. Really.
As far as the initial start, had way more shit than needed.
Yeah.
We each sent a box home with stuff we knew we were never going to use.
Yeah. It's like the scene. It's like the scene from Platoon where they were taking everything out of Charlie Sheen's pack.
Right.
We just don't need that. We don't need that. And we still had extra. And my wife was just like, you got 1,000 shirts. Wear one per day. Leave it. If it's not too ratted out, leave it for somebody. They'll come and get it. Hang it up in a good spot. So each day I took a shirt and did that. Tried to lighten the load. Found out that you don't need a bear bottle. Bear box. One of my friends that travels, he's like, you should get this. You should buy this. So I bought it and I put all food in there and stuff. And all it did was take up space. The only time we were worried about a bear was our last night up by Whitehorse. Another rider came in, Jeff Zuniga, that's his number.
We weren't worried about
he was worried about the bear. He pulled in to camp with us and he was like, I just think I saw a bear bigger than my bike and I'm done for the night. Can I camp with you guys? And his name's Jeff Zuniga. I forget his number. But he's from Vegas, so we just called him Vegas and he stayed with us tonight and all 4 of us rolled out in the morning and finished that last day. Well, the 3 of us did. He got done when we got on the peninsula south of Anchorage because once again it just turned to terrible, terrible, terrible weather. 40, 50 mile an hour winds on the peninsula. Rain was coming. It was so cold. But that's the night we pushed. That night we pushed through 1,127 and a half miles in 21 and a half hours. And that was all through the Alcan, all the way up into we went down to Anchorage, but we went up to
we were almost Fairbanks.
Yeah, Fairbanks down to Anchorage, and then onto the peninsula, and then right on down to Homer that last night.
Okay. You guys are already in Alaska, man. I still got questions about
hit it up. Come on back, bro.
I can still got questions about the Moki. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, go back to Utah, man.
But if we even went back to Georgia was harder. That storm, we had the whole tail end of Debbie just spinning over us in Georgia, and it was harder rain that day as we came back up through Eustis and Daytona, and then when we got into Georgia, the bottom just dropped out on us. I mean,
the second day was way worse than the first with the storm.
Yeah, the ditches were full of water, down lines, some trees down around that, and all I'm seeing, Rob's in the lead at that point, checking out his taillights, catching up. We get up to a corner and he's like, where you been? I said, I'm coming. He goes, I didn't take my cruise off at 60. And we're in torrential downpour.
Man.
But it was crazy weather in Georgia. So we ended up that night, we rode out of it. That night, we came up on some other riders. There was an accident.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That went off.
Come off over the rise. There were police there, a couple, probably 4 or 5 Hoka riders. Yeah. And somebody down in the ditch, and they waved us through. And then we hit the next town, and that's where we found our second night under a church. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice, no rain, under awning.
Yeah, once we drove out of the tail of that hurricane,
Yeah,
we
that was our
felt,
second night.
yeah, that was just, we felt pretty blessed right there.
Yeah, man.
pun
That's
intended,
what that's Riot, man. Riot and Chris Hopper. They love that, man. They will find them a church or a fire station, police station, man, or something like that, and they'll just rack down, get some good solid rest, man. That's probably some of the best rest you'll get right there under that awning. Right there, man.
The first 2 days were so wet. We knew we were sleeping underneath an awning that second night.
Yeah.
Coming again.
Good deal. Smart move, man. Like I always say, I like to hit a car wash, and then I'll just put my bike next to the wall in one of the bays, and I'll sleep between it. Like if somebody come in and try to bother me, or a dog or something, they got to get around the bike to try to get to me. So that's always that's just give me some good rest, man.
Yeah.
Good deal, guys. Doc had a question?
I do have a question. So, as a person who has never ridden the Hoka Hey Challenge before, how does this challenge teach you about yourself? What did this challenge teach you that you didn't know before you did the challenge? That's what I want to know. What am I going to get out of the challenge? Because I've always been fearful of the challenge. So we're going to move the fears out the way. But me coming into the Hoka Hey, or anybody else that's coming into the Hoka Hey that has never ridden it before, and KSolo, you can answer this question too. Okay. You know,
I'll reflect.
What did this challenge teach you about yourself that you didn't know before?
What would you say, Lucas?
I think just that you're reassured you can do what you think you can do. We knew we were gonna make it to the finish line, and when it was over, it proved to us that we could do what we thought we could do. And no matter what hit us, we were gonna get through it.
It taught me to have more patience than I thought I had. Because there was a lot of times where I got in a rush and you'd end up going the wrong way.
Yeah.
And that's all because you were rushing yourself. You just gotta kind of step back and be patient and take your time figuring out the direction.
Right.
Before you run an hour in the wrong direction.
We did that a few times.
Yep. Yeah. We had a couple. Yep. For me, it made me a better rider.
For sure.
I mean, even on the trip down there, I mean, you ride with Rob a little bit. Lucas is a great rider. Rob can ride anything. If you follow his line, holy moly, you're a good rider. He's a great rider. So I came out of it a better rider, a more confident rider. Now my friends are like, maybe you could slow down a little bit. When we do our local rides down here, they're like, hey, you don't have to drive that fast to every place. Honestly, when I lead a ride out around here, you usually get lost once and you hit one dirt road with me. Not usually with these guys, but I'll get us turned around somewhere. We'll hit a dirt road someplace. But the whole ride, I just became more confident rider. And I would say with Rob, keeping your head on a swivel and trying to take everything in at the same time. And processing that. It just made me better all the way around.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, can you see that question, Doc, that
I do.
one day you will see dropped in there? Can you see that?
He says, which stretch of the Hoka Hey, well, he didn't say the Hoka Hey, but which stretch of the Hoka was the most beautiful?
That's hard to say.
For me, if I just had to pick one, Banff in Canada. We didn't get to go through Jasper because there was a fire and then a washout, and they had us go around through Edmonton. But when we pulled up into Banff, I mean, and there's so many, there's a lot of spots. I mean, Monument Valley, Mexican Hat, absolutely beautiful, all that. But Banff was just awe-inspiring. Just beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, man, you guys, go ahead.
Denali State Park, if it would have been a nicer day, would have been unreal.
Yeah.
We had another full day of rain. At the end of that day, it was just wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Where was it that we stopped? Arizona.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
Arizona's always beautiful, man. Especially when you got good weather. A clear sky, a good day.
Yeah, by Sholo, I think. By Arizona, went through a big.
There was a point we knew we needed to stop and take in some of the scenery and appreciate it. So just looking through it.
Okay.
Probably was right
Yeah.
there.
I know you guys hit the Moki.
Yeah.
How was
you know
that? I
it.
mean, was that your first time hitting it, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't take the detour that was offered.
Yeah,
we rode it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave us that detour and it rained out, washed out the night before. Kicked the can over to the barrel and kept on rolling. And we kind of we knew it was going to be a hard
road.
And
So there, sheer cliff drop off. Going up and winding around that.
And you gotta love that.
like you're going up that thing and it's dirt, cold patch. The only thing that's pushed up there for the edge of the road is where they basically plowed it up with a bulldozer or something like that. And it's, from anywhere it starts at sea level and you get up to 3,000 feet pretty quick. Inclines like 20%, like 15 to 20%. And I'm following Lucas at the time. He just goes over this big rock with his bike, and I'm like, wow, I'm not going to hit that. And all I did was follow his back tire right over the same damn rock. And we did. We stopped at the top, but we were mentally prepared. We thought it was going to be like a 30-mile stretch of this. So we're like, we get there, and it's 4.5 miles.
Yeah, you get to the top of the hill, and you go over this little spot, and you're on asphalt.
Yeah. And we're like, whoa. We literally were mentally
We actually
prepared.
waited. We camped the night before early.
Yeah.
We could ride it in daylight.
Yeah, with daybreak,
Man.
we got there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see. I think Mark dropped a comment in. He said, "Did you all decide to start and end together, no matter what?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were sticking together no matter what.
Yeah. When did the interview, we had Junie and then Beth for the interviews. Junie had asked me a question. She said, how do you see this going? How do you vision this going? I said, I envision all of us starting at the same exact time in Daytona and all of us finishing exactly 1, 2, 3 together when we get to Alaska and when we get to Homer. He goes, hadn't heard that before. But that I'd already put it in my mind. All three of us already had it in my mind's eye that all three of us were going to finish together. And that was it. And our mantra every morning when we got up, we call the ball at night and we go to bed about when we're getting up. So we knew. And our mantra was finish safe. We wanted to finish, so we were following the rules. And it's sometimes hard to follow the rules and the speeds. And we didn't want to get a ticket. We didn't want to do something stupid that was going to get us 86 or go over 100, which is hard to do when you're doing 80 and trying to pass somebody. But it was just, sticking to it, eye on the prize. I think that was all of us got up every morning. The last thing we said before we got on the bike was finish safe. And then we hit it.
Okay. I know Howard just dropped a comment in. Can you see that, Doc? Howard's out of my hall group down at Bone
No,
Doors.
I was gonna say that he said Howard said that anyone ever get confronted about where they were sleeping
by a sprinkler.
But nobody came up and said, "Hey, you guys can't be here. You guys can't sleep here." None of that, right?
No. But there were some places we probably could have stopped, but we tried to be judicious in that and saying we didn't want to offend anybody either. So if we had to push an extra half hour or whatever, and there was a couple nights, kept rolling.
We tried to pick a spot where we knew we were going to be able to pass out and not get messed with.
You're going to sleep better if you're not worried about being bothered.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like you had to have a gear guard. Everybody was tired.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so here's my follow-up question for you guys. Even though it's not a group ride, you guys decided to ride together as a group. How did the other riders impact your journey?
I don't know. We didn't really let anything
Yeah.
bother us.
Yeah. I mean,
there was other people riding together.
Yeah, we saw, and then honestly, later in the ride, there, it almost forms little groups because, as people get someplace, it could be 8 riders kind of at the same spot, same gas station pulling in. And you get rolling out of places like that. When we were going through Denali in Alaska, we were pushing again, and the rain was just coming down in sheets. And we pulled up, and there was another kind of group of 6 or 7. They stayed to hang out, sleep underneath the trailer or flatbed because the weather was just terrible. There's nothing you
Man.
can say about it, but it was still light out. That's
Right.
the only good thing.
They might not have ran the whole thing together, but
Yeah. But, I guess I understood riding it solo, but riding as a group, we're from the same town. We all signed up at the same time. And I guess we could have ridden separately and did it. I mean, all our mindset was to finish,
yeah,
but
I think we all would.
yeah, we probably would have crossed each other's paths 10 times
Yeah.
doing it.
We ride together anyway. We ride kind of the same.
Same
Yeah.
same
Definitely,
riding
it
style.
definitely did give us an advantage having each other's support.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie about
I think you're faster by yourself, no matter what. You would finish faster by yourself.
that. Definitely
but
faster by yourself, but
Yeah.
having the
Makes a
three of us
difference,
together, definitely the extra support
And
helped
Let me-
a lot.
and directions, because maybe somebody missed the road, but you got 3 sets of eyes. So and once again, head on a swivel. You're not even if you're not in the front, you're still watching everything
Yeah.
because you have to pay attention.
Yeah,
If
all
you
three
don't,
of us.
I mean, if you don't, you're screwed. You got to pay attention.
That was my next question, guys. How do you handle decision making on the road, directions, rest, gas stops? I mean, did you guys ever get into and this you can guys answer this question, but did you ever get into it like, no, we're going wrong, or no, we don't need to stop, or no, we need to break? Did you guys
Yeah,
ever just
I mean-
hit the wall? Who hit the wall first?
Directions are tough. So
Yeah.
when you pass, I mean, there was times somebody'd see a road that the other one passed, and you had to get them flagged down so we could turn around. And
Yeah,
the directions are tough.
yeah.
Yeah.
We ran into
Yeah.
one time in Memphis. A little frustrating through the town. Rob
Yeah.
took off north on the freeway, and it was a really quick
The hell
off to
with
get over the
Memphis.
bridge. And Rob hit it. And when Rob hits it, you better be on it to catch him. The only thing that makes Rob go faster on a straight stretch is seeing a curve. But we ended up catching him on the freeway, and no pun intended, we got off at, in Hollywood, Memphis, on the Hollywood exit, and then backtracked all the way through Memphis to the city, and then got back across the bridge, crossed the river, got over there, found out we took the wrong bridge.
Mm.
So we went back across, got back on the right bridge, came across, because once again, we're trying to follow the rules as they were stated and not miss a turn and not
Right.
shortchange it. And that was part of our thing. I mean, if we're going to do this challenge, we're going to follow what they ask us to do.
We didn't want to get
Right.
there and disqualify.
Yeah.
After we finished.
And honestly, shortchange what they talked to us about in our interviews. And
Now, were you
in our-
guys line by line marking off lines? Were
Yep.
you using your trip A, trip B?
Yeah, we used the trip on that, and we could check with each other, but we were pretty good on that. But I mean, when it's less than 5 or less than 18 or more than 25, I mean, you really got to watch. I mean, I would say that to people that are going to do this run, the directions are what you have to master.
Yeah.
Right.
If you've already mastered it between your
right.
ears and your gear because you've been doing it a while, those things will come and you can adapt on that. But it's focusing on those directions.
Not like
You
an
know what I'm
iron
saying?
butt where you just go and you watch your GPS or you're just going to put in miles.
Yeah.
You got to follow that map.
Your trip meter and paying attention to road signs is your best friend.
Okay.
Yeah, because just like any road can have 3 different numbers and 3 different names on it, and all of a sudden
Mhm.
one of those names goes away, and we ran into that
Arizona.
in Arizona.
Yeah.
One of the times I really was convinced that we needed to turn on this road, and we're riding next to each other at 60 miles an hour, and I'm yelling at Lucas and saying we need to turn right there, and he goes, no, it's up here, and it was one of the on one of the res roads. And he was right. And if we would have turned where I said, we'd have turned around and went and probably done a loop backside, cost us another hour or 2. And literally to get up to the road where we were going to go, it was probably only 4 minutes. So what he read and we read the same thing. We're looking at the same stuff in 2 different decisions.
Okay.
And that helped.
Okay. I have to ask this question here to the mechanic. Did you do a fill strip on any bikes that you guys were riding? Did you have to do any repairs, anything major or serious?
Not on the road. I did a ton of preventative maintenance on all 3 bikes before we left, knowing
Okay.
what goes wrong with what years and what's gonna fail. We weren't hitting the road with parts I knew we were questionable.
Okay. Okay. And that's one of the big ones now. Did you guys get a oil change midway at 5,000?
Right there in that picture.
Yeah.
We did it.
So you just did it yourself, huh?
Riley's parking
Yep.
lot.
Yeah.
We carried the oil change with us and changed it about, what, 5,500, 5,000, 5,500?
Yep. And the bikes were happy.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Were the
Yeah.
bikes happy?
It didn't take us long. Kind of got a little Sunday
Yeah,
line.
we stopped and ate
Yeah.
lunch and took turns, dropping plugs and dumping oil.
Yeah. We were in and out of there in 40 minutes, all 3 of our bikes.
Nice.
And and at that time we were ahead of a bunch of people, a bunch of riders, and then they'd wave when we went by, and
Yeah, they're giving us the thumbs up, wondering if something was wrong.
yeah, and we're like, now we're like, you know, because we didn't want to take that time at the dealership at one of the checkpoints because there might be somebody else that needs that service. So we figured if we could save time, do that change, and then the next one we do when we landed in
We
Alaska.
did it in Alaska. We changed everything in Alaska.
Yeah, did a free oil change in Alaska.
Okay.
Put a
Okay.
back
Good
tire on my
deal.
bike in Alaska too.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Yeah. I know that was one of the big things. A lot of people ask questions. And then my very first Hoka Hey that I rode, I stopped and I ended up getting there probably like 20 minutes after the dealership closed. And then I said, well, man, I really get an oil change. And then I end up sleeping there waiting to the next morning. And the guy didn't want to get me in first. He was like, you don't have an appointment. And I'm like, man, we're riding the Hoka Hey. And I said, never again. So the second time I rode it, man, I just did 10,000 straight, didn't even stop, just kept right on rolling.
Wow.
We talked to a lot of people that do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I tell everybody, man, the new Milwaukee 8 is a strong, powerful motor. It's almost like the old 110 used to be. They used to say the 110 was bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that would really mess you up if you threw if your crank was out of whack and you kind of jacked it up that way, but the motor was pretty much bulletproof. So as long as you put fresh oil in it, as long as you just kept the oil level up, you could do 10,000 miles on it, man. And I did, and I have a single issue with it. But listen, Doc, I know you got it. I know you're ready, lock and loaded.
You already know it. Hey guys, listen. Was there a moment of unexpected kindness or a connection on the road? And how would you describe the bond among the Hoka Hey riders?
Yeah, on the road. We had a couple. But I'll take probably the best one. We had stopped at a gas station just south of the Grand Canyon, and there was this bus of people coming in from Los Angeles on a tour. And there was this young man that got off there and was asking us questions about his bike, and his girlfriend kept giving the side eye, like, "Why are you talking to those guys?" Right? But he told us his mom or his grandma had. His grandma had loved riding all this stuff, right? And his girlfriend, when he got back on the bus, still kept side eyeing him and everything like that. And I should have sent you the video. I mean, this kid was wonderful. And we took a little video of him, and we got a friend that sponsored us, and he's from our hometown here, and his nickname is Dirty Johnny. And we said, well, say hi to Dirty Johnny. He's like,
shout out to Dirty Johnny.
Shout out to Dirty Johnny. And so he's like, and there was some Dirty Johnny's not here on the video. He's like, well, and he said the same thing. Shout out to Dirty Johnny. We honestly met a lot of great people, and we didn't stop a lot. I mean, a lot of the riders, there's a couple times when we were camping in the same spots as 10, 12. Sometimes that time in Oklahoma, probably 30 guys in that little town.
Yeah.
Camaraderie was great.
All the riders are great.
Yes, I mean,
anybody would help you out.
Yeah,
everybody's great.
The cats we even met before we even started the ride, the first couple of days hanging out in Daytona, it was a great bonding experience. Doing laundry, just hanging out, just talking, and everybody would, if you ask them, they tell you, they give you answers. Nobody was holding back anything. That was wonderful about that.
Mm-hmm.
They did as a team though. Even in our hometown, they were wondering at what point does it split.
And that was my next question.
I mean, Lucas is both Lucas and Rob, they're solo cats when they want to be. So the money was on, okay, how long before Lucas says, I don't only need to sleep 2 hours and I'm out of here.
We thought for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, there was good money on us all going different ways. And when we spoke to people down there in Daytona, they were like, "Oh, you're all riding together. Well, you'll never be friends again." And then they were serious. They're like, "This is the stress is going to just break it up." It made us stronger. We were good friends, man. This is
Good deal, man.
It's no different than going to boot with somebody, or you know, or deploying with somebody.
Right.
You know, when you're in a platoon, you know, and the men and women serving to the left and the right of you are your people, and it was a lot like that. So for me, that was pretty freaking comforting. You know.
Okay, good deal. And I have to ask you guys, man. And like I say, Reef and I started out riding together, and then you know he had an accident. He went down. He had to withdraw. But at what point? Now, you guys, like I say, you can just give it to us as you want to give it to us. At what point during the ride that the trio was tested the hardest? Day 1, 2, 3, and then from that point of being tested, the fatigue, the weather, and the personalities. At what point was it like the first 4 or 5 days, the next 3 or 4 days, or at the tail end? Because at the tail end, you should be celebrating. So that midway point, I mean, where was it for you guys?
Yeah, tail end was tough.
It was cold and rainy.
Yeah, I would say that the point where we were tested, if you would ask that question, was day 5 coming through Arizona. Long day. I can remember on that day a couple of distinct things. We were going over a suspension bridge. I remember getting on it. I remember getting off it. I must have been sleeping crossing. Okay. I remember at one point I did call a friend. He's like, "It's good to hear from you, my friend Butch." And he's like, "I haven't heard from you this whole time." I said, "We can't really talk to people. We got to keep moving." He goes, "How are you feeling?" I said, I feel great. And from that point on, he's like, "Well, you guys got this." But later in the day, we were coming. I forget what road we were coming out. Where we were coming out of. We just finished getting out of one of the reses and going into another one, and we're moving, and it's all 3 of us, and all of a sudden Lucas puts the brakes on. He's in the middle, just right between us, shoots right on back, and turns around. At that point, he thought we were 2 other riders, and he'd lost it.
Whoa!
It was raining.
Whoa!
Wow!
And so Rob and I turn around and we go get him, and then we all get together right there. And he's like, "Oh crap!" He goes, "It's been a long day. Crap." Thought
it was scary.
Yeah, I mean, it was that.
They got next to me. It just didn't look like them in the rain. You know,
We were both like, "What in the hell is he doing?" So he straight up locked him up.
Yeah, I mean, it was like out of a movie. Just boom, went right on back. We were glad nobody was behind us. He turned around because he thought he was going to go look for us.
There was another group that went by.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah. So we got back together on that, and there was one.
But did y'all stop? Did y'all say, "Hey man, we need to stop for like 10 or 15 minutes, or do a long gas break or something"?
We talked, honestly, we talked for probably 45 seconds, but there was no place to stop, so we had to get back on it. And then we were talking as we were riding, and we pushed through another reservation, got down to Winslow, stopped at a Love's. A Flying J, sorry. Flying J, got a shower.
That was our first shower.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was probably our only restaurant stop, real restaurant stop, because in the morning they had a Denny's? Yeah. So we put the tents up outside
we're kind of refreshed after all that.
Yeah.
Shower, that was a good night.
Yeah.
And after that, we just, I guess if we were challenged, it was that point. And then only the very, very last night, when, like I said, when we were coming from Anchorage down to Peninsula, it was already horrible most of the day after we got out of Denali and stuff. I mean, it was just sheets of rain. Our last day was like our second day. It was just torrential. And when we got on that peninsula, the wind was so hard. We talked about it after. It wasn't like it was trying to push you off the road. It was trying to suck you out into the peninsula. It was just pulling on us. And that's the only way, when you talk about like sleep deprivation or anything like that. That was probably the only night that I experienced anything like that. I mean, it was just trees, and all I saw was a wall. But it was just trees. And we kept moving, and we were, an hour out in Saldanta. And I just kept slowing down. Finally, we stopped, and they're like, "You all right?" I'm like, "No, not right at all." I said, "I can't see through my glasses. The rain's filling up." And this gave me incredible perspective. Luke is like, I haven't had glasses on for 30 miles. And it was torrential rain. I mean, yeah, his glasses just fell off, and the rain just was coming hard, and it was cold, and we knew we couldn't stop because if we'd have camped out, we'd have had hypothermia. It was that cold and rainy.
There was no stopping. We were that close to sleeping in a real bed.
Yeah. So once and then you know, honestly, we got out 3 miles outside of Homer, and everything stopped. Skies parted, and it was freaking beautiful. But until that point, it was a torrential downpour and cold as all get up for that day. That 21 and a half hours.
Okay. Hey guys, we need to take a 30-second break right quick, and then we'll be right back to reload. Folks, if you have any questions for these guys, make sure you drop them in the comment. We're going to try to get as many questions as we can get to. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
What's going on, y'all? Lincoln Infield here, Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine. Always a proud supporter of KSolo. Everything he does, his rides, everything like that. Amazing association, man. I'm proud to be associated. Y'all take it easy. We'll see you around.
And we're back. KSolo.
Hey, Doc, I was already loaded, man. I'm like, I know she's getting ready to hit it.
You already know. I love that. When we first started, give me a second, Cowboy, Hollywood, and the mechanic. 1 second. But I'm new to the show. You know, I mean, I'm co-hosting. Right. I am the host with him. I'm doing this. Let him tell it. I run the show. But anyway. So he doesn't tell me what he has coming up. He don't tell me, you know, what's going on. But when he started doing those 30-second breaks and had people, you know, supporting, showing their support for the YouTube channel, for the podcast, it tickled me pink. And so now every time he does it, I was just like, oh, well, we're back.
Hey, man, we're just trying to have fun over here. That's all, guys, man. We're just trying to have fun. And we're really enjoying you guys' experience riding the Hoka Hey for the first time. Doc, you're up.
I am up. And here's my question. We're going to talk about meaning and purpose because we're running out of bandwidth, right?
Running out of bandwidth.
Here we go. Hoka Hey is more than just a ride. I've learned in the last month, that the Hoka Hey is not a race against the next Hoka Hey rider. It's a personal challenge, okay? So Hoka Hey is more than a ride. What does it mean to you personally? Because you guys did it as a trio. And KSolo, if you want to jump in there too, you know, you rode it with Reef, then you finished on your own. But what does it mean to you to ride this thing personally?
You'd like to take this one first?
It's a blessing to get to be able to do this. I mean, and when they interviewed us, it was about, you know, purpose. What do you want to do that is not special, but what do you want to do for a group you know, or a community you know, or something that you would raise funds for? And they gave us an opportunity to do something like that. So I mean, and it was easy. We gotta pick the choice for tots for these two counties, Ogama, Roscommon County. So, but to me, it was a blessing and a treat to get a ride with people you know that in their mindset are going to finish. I mean, there's no quitting these two guys. I mean, they'd have finished faster without me. But it was a blessing, and purpose-wise, you hope that this gets back to a little bit. I mean, GPS is everywhere, phones are everywhere, and it's easy to put it in your map and do stuff like that. I mean, I'm 58, almost 59, so I grew up with just old school maps. I mean, when you do anything, so getting back to that was pretty awesome until you get lost and turned around and get frustrated. But I don't know. To me, it was a blessing. I loved it. I loved meeting the people, the other riders that wanted to do it. The meet and greet we got to do, and then the briefing we did before that. I thought they brought up some great things about the ride. They gave us warnings about certain parts of the ride if you paid attention, and you put that in your back pocket and keep it. But individually, like, I don't know. I would just say a blessing. It was awesome.
Okay. Mechanic.
I was kind of at a point in my life where I needed a good feeling and sense of accomplishment. And the fact that I got to do it with two of my best friends, it really just did a lot for me. That break from reality and just being out there on the road, putting myself to that kind of a challenge was a real eye opener.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of support, like from our small community and the money we raised for all the kids, it was unreal the way our town came together.
Yeah, town did a great job. Communities did.
Okay.
You can't say enough about small rural communities that just they step up. I mean, we had people come in that we not to just
an ungodly amount of people.
Yeah,
More
just
People coming up to me talking and asking questions about it that I don't even know who they were.
yeah,
And it's amazing people that followed it
yeah,
from town
Yeah.
just because we were there from here.
yeah. I had a UPS driver.
I know Jennifer said you guys they rode as a group and are from a small town. I think they face more pressure from all of us watching them. They kept everyone watching for the whole time. So I think in the show.
Everybody was watching. I mean, people got up in the middle of the night to figure out where we were at. We got stories, and we had no clue how many people were watching while we were doing it. I mean, we didn't check our trackers. I mean, we just kept going. I mean, we thought there's no reason to check the tracker because we're riding our own run.
Mhm.
I mean, where everybody else was at, they're at. I mean, they're dealing with their stuff, and hats off and let it rip. But
Right.
I honestly, I didn't feel, I wouldn't say pressure, but I'll tell you, it sure was hearing great stories from people where they were when we were on that day. They'd stop off at work and check it out, do this. They'd stop in their dump truck and check their phone
Make you
out.
feel good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just, we got a hell of a community here. It's awesome.
That's awesome. Now, guys, I got to ask you, and Doc said, how did you feel about being in the Hoka Hey? The Hoka Hey is more than just a ride. The Hoka Hey is a community. Everybody become Hoka Hey. You know what I'm saying? It's like one big Hoka Hey family. Are you guys going to participate in the rendezvous? Are you guys going to go to the small mountain taco run? Are you guys going to do the gauntlets when they drop the gauntlets? Is it more than just a ride for you guys, or is it just the ride?
No, we want to do taco run. Being up here in the Great White North, it gets a little tough when if somebody drops a gauntlet in February or March.
Anywhere from December to April. It's
Yeah,
tough for us
yeah,
to just jump on the bike and ride
So,
downtown.
the taco run didn't line up for us last year, but I mean, if we can hook up with this year, we'd love to.
We're talking about trying to get down there this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be weather.
But I mean, just connecting with other Hoka Hey riders out there that may be near you or a couple states over, supporting them if they have some type of event going on, or even just say, hey man, let's just go somewhere on a back road and break bread together, just catch up and tell stories.
Absolutely.
You don't have to know them. Like you
Right.
said, if you see that number on the bag, you're
Right.
helping that guy out, you're hanging out with him.
Go ahead.
I had a guy in here this summer who rode in the original. He stopped in to get a couple things done to his bike. He was just passing through Michigan, and we bullshitted for probably an hour or two.
Right.
Got that in common.
Yeah.
Right? It's not a ride that you normally take. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Normally, when you ride through a hurricane, you'd stop.
Yeah.
I mean, you got that bond.
Yeah, normally you wouldn't ride through a hurricane. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we met a couple guys, other from Michigan, the mayor of Romulus and Dingo, and I forget both their numbers. I'm sorry, fellas. And Dingo runs Foundation 14, where they raise money for PTSD vets, raise money for motorcycles. They deliver the motorcycle to the vet, then they go on a nice ride.
Okay.
So you couldn't say, we met some riders on this ride, and we didn't meet any, how would you call it, credit card chrome bikers on this ride. We didn't. we met riders. So that's
Real
awesome.
people.
Yeah.
Good deal, man. Good deal. I know Chops just dropped one in the comment line. Chop said, are you guys going to ride it again?
Love to.
Not this year.
Not this year, but love to. The only hold up on that, I think my wife was more stressed than I was. I'll tell you, she everything we did there was, she was, she just didn't know. You just didn't know. There was a 1 or 2 times when like Rob's transponder went out or tractor went out early, and people thought we left him behind, but it was just a tractor going out.
Yeah, I was stuck
Oh
in
man.
Georgia.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I was
the
getting
tractor
phone-
said he was stuck in Georgia for 3 days,
Yeah.
and we left.
Yeah.
We would love to do the ride-in.
We're gonna do it.
It's a great challenge.
Yeah.
It's a
Man, I was getting phone calls saying, "Hey, man, this guy's tracker's not moving. Is the person okay? Are they all right?" And we was having to explain. I'm like, "Yo, man, they'll lose signal, whatever the case may be. It may come unplugged, but trust me, when those trackers were sticking, and especially up in Alaska, there was like a dead zone up there.
Yeah.
From once you guys crossed over, man, we were like, "Hey, they're in a dead zone, but they're not moving. We can't see them. Are they okay?" So I went through the whole gauntlet, man. I felt like I was right there with you guys, man, because people
Right
were
on.
hitting me up like, "Hey, Solo, what's the deal? What's the deal?" Like I was in the top, but
You better come on. You better talk your stuff.
I know, man. I know. But hey, we're gonna have Junie and we're gonna have Mama Beth on with us coming up on the 12th. And hey, man, those are the directors. That's John's wife, man. So we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna go into the history of all of that, man, the meaning, everything. So hopefully, I can get that inside scoop again. To be able to pick the phone up and say, "Hey, Beth, what's going on," or to talk to the guys in the talk and say, "Hey, what's going on with the big board, man?" So make sure y'all tune in right here, man. We're gonna be covering the Hoka Hey. We're gonna be covering live running the big board tracker, watching these guys calling them out, and I'll try to do a couple of interviews on there. Now, I have one other question before we go into rapid fire question, because we're gonna keep it under 90 minutes tonight, guys. Because Doc got to get on the road at 04. I have to get on the road at 04. So listen, is there anybody that you are helping or mentoring to get ready for this year's Hoka Hey?
No.
No?
Well, no. Well, we have
my father-in-law is number 15 down the wait list.
Yeah.
So he's got a good chance of still being able to ride for this year.
So yeah, I guess we can say that. Yeah. He's on the wait.
He's been trying to push some long runs to get himself ready for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, we got to put snow on the ground right now, so it's not super easy for him right now.
Okay. Okay. So you guys do have somebody in the shoot that's on the wait list that's getting ready to go. And what is his name?
Kent Cardis.
Okay. I'm trying to say it. Gotta say it.
Kent Cardis. Hey, but we'd like to take a moment and say hats off to Junie and Beth as well, because I'll tell you, the interviews they had us on the phone, they don't give reprieves. I was damn happy to talk to both them women about the ride, about what we wanted to do, about what they expected from us. It was awesome.
Okay.
It was awesome. So hats off to those 2 women.
Good deal. Good deal. Doc, I know you had a question.
I do. First of all, before my question, I want to say number 976, number 1044, number 1174, and number 1342. I got you. And we don't know what that means when I say I got you, but stay tuned.
We got you. We got you. We're gonna be following you, man.
I'm gonna be following you for sure. So here's my question for someone who was thinking about riding the Hoka Hey now. I was fearful, and I don't even know how to say that. I feel like I told so many people I would never do the Hoka Hey. You can count me out. And now I got to go back and say, well, I think I want to do it. So anyway, if for someone who is thinking about doing the Hoka Hey, what piece of advice would you give me? Honestly, if I want to do the Hoka Hey, come on, give me one piece of advice that I need to know.
Get your head right.
More mindset than it is anything.
It's all a head game.
Yep. It's just it's in between the ears. You can watch all the videos and get your right gear. You can put in your time, practice. And that's I would say that too. Go see what it takes to do 800 miles in a day. Or, if you're doing your polar run.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
It's every day is another ride.
Yeah, but
get on and ride.
Yeah, but I'd say.
What is that?
Bring a bottle. Bring a bottle.
Now, how much time we got left, guys?
Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Okay. There's one time, you want to talk about accident. There was
Yes.
one time,
That's where we're at.
yeah, that's right there. It wasn't Alberta, was it? Was it, man? We were in Canada. We're coming up on a road painting crew. They do the street strips down the line. So we're right behind the main truck. And there's a line of 4 or 5 vehicles behind us. And the guy in the vehicle puts on his reverse, hits his beep, waves at us, and just starts backing up. And I'm 6 feet, Rob's 6 feet from his bumper. Rob's like, WTF. And
I'm flailing my arm and screaming at the driver.
Yeah. And Lucas and him got enough room to get by, and I'm on the inside. I keep backing up. I'm backpedaling. Cars are going by me. And I can't. Finally, I got to put it in gear and go. Bam, he runs right into my crash bar, knocks me over. Bags are all up. Stuff's all over the road. I don't get angry a lot. I was pretty angry. It was like a movie scene. I walked up to his cab, and he was a big cat. I jerked his cab open. I'm glad I didn't pull him out of there because I'm in Canada. But this guy's, he's 6'4", 6'5", and looked about 5'4" when I looked at him. We had to sit there for a little bit. I had to pick my bike back up.
Yes, paint on his boot.
Yeah, there was a little bit of expletive all over. I still got paint on my boot, little yellow paint from the middle of that road. And these guys got up there about a couple miles.
Yeah, we're a mile or two down the road, and we pulled off to this dirt road because he didn't show up.
There's like, where's he at?
And this little car pulls in, and they roll down the window. I'm like, oh shit, here we go, something bad.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I think your buddy got hit by that paint truck back there.
Yeah, that was a good one.
No way.
So it cost us about an hour. And once I got all my stuff back on my bike, I'm still angry. I'm all amped up. Adrenaline's kicking in at that point. And I just peel out. I find them. And they're honestly laughing because they're like, we were just talking about you getting run over by the paint truck.
We were joking about it. It actually happened.
And then I said, well, we got to get the hell out of here. We're wasting time. Let's go. And Rob, youngest guy on the trip, best mind on the trip at that point, he's like, we're in a foreign country and you just left the scene of an accident. Maybe we should go back there and wait. As much as we hated it, we did. And the gentleman that hit me, he's like, oh, my boss is going to kill me. Oh, my God, I can't believe this is happening. And his boss pulls up, and he's younger than all of us. He must have been 26, and he's reading them the riot act. And then, but then after that, no harm, no foul, scratches, bumps. I was fine. But yeah, that was the only accident we had. Got run over by a paint truck.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yep. Yeah, really, man, really.
It was funny.
It could have been worse.
Definitely could have been worse.
It could have been worse. Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that, man. I was trying to think. Back to my accident.
What happened there?
Yeah, man. I still don't know. I still
Really?
don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I still don't know. I don't. I just turned my head to the right, and next thing you know, I'm off a 12-foot embankment. So, but then I also had an incident when I was on the extraterrestrial highway.
Yeah.
And I was right next to Hoka Red, and we had just woke up. We stopped. We went to the Love's gas station right at the start, like a ways down from the extraterrestrial highway, and feeling good, feeling fine. And I don't know what it was, fatigue, my eyes, some case may be, but the road, and if you ride extraterrestrial highway, there's a section where the road would just kind of go to the right, almost like it's just going around something, But I kept straight. Hoka Red made the little go around, and I jumped the berm, man. That was pretty bad. Tore my tour pack up. And then that's when I knew I'd overpacked. I ended up getting rid of my tent, my sleeping bag. So it's somewhere on the extraterrestrial highway side of the road. I kind of like cached it. I cached it. And for the next episode, I'll show a picture of it. But it was pretty bad. I jumped the berm and I just knew it was over. Went airborne, come down. Tour pack just broke. The hinge just broke down. And then I ended up bungee cording it, strapping it up. Pretty bad stuff. That's when you really overpack, and I really overpack. But hey, guys, we're gonna go into rapid fire questions right now. We'll get ready to wrap up your session where Doc and I would just throw questions out there about the ride, about the experience, and everything to you like that, and you guys just answer as it comes to you. My first one is wrong turns. How many wrong turns, and who was the point man?
All three of us.
Yeah.
All three of us on wrong turns.
A lot.
We a lot of them.
Yeah.
15. I don't know.
More.
More, yeah.
Directions
Turn
are
around.
hard. Directions are hard.
Directions are hard. Master that, you know. And yeah. Woo.
Okay.
We got we got to put it all on everybody. Dude.
Yeah. I mean, we all took points different times.
Yeah.
Rob
Okay.
was really good at points.
Okay, here we go. My question is one word to describe the Hoka Hey. One word.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay.
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 We already talked about doing it again.
It's brutal.
Words of advice. Words of advice. Words of advice.
Like we said right before, get your head right. Mentally finish the race in your head. Finish the ride. Finish the ride race in your head. Visualize it. I mean, and then think about that all the time. You're gonna finish it. Put that in your brain.
Ride day to day.
Yes. Is that our mantra every day was finish safe.
Okay.
You know?
Yes, I got you. Thank you. Harder than you expected or different than you expected?
Different. We knew it was gonna be hard.
Yeah.
The direction.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Different.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. How much did y'all spend? How much did y'all spend prepping for it?
Too much. I don't know. $3,000 prepping for it. Maybe, you know, with gear, getting the bike right.
Yeah, buying gear and going through the bikes. That's probably the main expense.
You know, if you do it again and you bought the gear once, I mean, you're already in that much. But it was really, you know, just getting the bike right. You know, that gave you peace of mind out there. If you knew something was going to go wrong, you knew you took care of as much stuff you could take care of.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen people at the starting line with bald tires. It's like, why are you starting a ride with a bald?
I know the mechanic was going to catch that.
Yeah.
I know the mechanic was going to catch that, man. I love it.
I know, right? Okay. Music, silence, or engine noise?
I would say music. I bet you he'd say silence and he'd say engine noise.
I didn't listen to as much music as I thought I would.
I didn't really listen to music at all.
Yeah, I listen to a lot less music than I thought I would because you got to pay attention. You know, every once in a while you get in a spot where you know you got 200 miles of straight, and you can turn it up a little bit. But when you got to focus, you got to focus. So, you know, get after it.
Okay. Once you guys got to Homer Spit, what was the first thing y'all did?
Had a beer.
Yeah, we had a beer.
Chug a beer.
Went to bed.
Yeah, had a beer. Went to bed. It was about 4:30 in the
Hot
morning.
shower before bed.
Yeah,
4 in the morning.
yeah.
I actually had a hot beer.
Took about a 30-minute shower before sleeping for 16 hours.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. One more. I got this is my last one, y'all. Pain, pride, or peace? Pain, pride, or peace?
Pride.
Yeah.
Pride. Everybody say pride?
Everybody say pride?
Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this ride. I got to do this challenge. Pride.
Yeah, that's all 9 guys from Michigan right there. That's a shot of 8 out of the 9 right there of Michigan.
Yeah. That's the Michigan crew right there, man. I got the pink flamingo in there with you, man. That's a good group of guys right there. Good group of guys, man. Hey, we want to thank you guys for coming on tonight, man. We thoroughly enjoyed having you guys on, sharing your experience. Is there anything you would like to say to the audience tonight? We got a large group on YouTube. We got a nice group on Facebook tonight, man, tuning in. Scuba Steve is chiming in on the back, shitting me messages and stuff. People saying great show. A lot of good informative information tonight, man. Anything you want to share with the audience before we get out of here?
If you're gonna do the ride, embrace the ride. I mean, as we talk in the military, embrace the suck, but embrace what's going on. Love it.
Right.
I mean, if you don't love it, don't do it. There's no sense. There's somebody else will take that spot that'll love it. You know, it's if that's your passion, get on it, do it, embrace it, and finish.
Don't get in there being all cocky because you are going to get pushed to your limits.
Yeah, you're gonna get humble.
Okay. That's two of you guys. Somebody back there in the back. I don't think I heard.
Yeah. They're real riders you're with. And spend some time with them before you go. Like the day before, you're in the prep and stuff. Talk to everybody. Everybody there is cool. They want you to learn, and they want you to make it. Everybody there wants to make it.
There's a lot of vets there that will give you a lot of insight.
Yeah.
They're real riders.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah. Great
Everybody
people.
there is awesome.
Great people.
The organization itself, I think the organization itself is great. I still think the spirit of the Hoka Hey is there. And I want people to really feel it like I feel it, man, is I look at it as a warrior going into battle. My motorcycle is my steed. When we started out in South Dakota, man, we went up to Crazy Horse to this museum, and there's a statue right outside of the museum at Crazy Horse where the warrior is standing and his horse is just dead at his feet. And it's like he rode it to death. He gave it his all, and he's still standing there with that pride, man. And that's how I feel about it. So that really touched me going into 22, man. So guys, you know, outstanding job. My hat off to you guys. I salute you guys for riding it as a team the way that you did. And with that being said, if I can get this producer to get this thing queued up, man, we want to give you guys a big old round of applause for this right here and sharing this information with the audience tonight.
Cheers. Thank you guys too. Thank you guys too. Thanks for your service.
Thank you.
Man, thank you. So listen, gentlemen, we're going to get ready to let you guys go. Shout out to all the wives out there was tuning in, man. I know who have that. I want to thank Jennifer. Is it Jennifer? Jennifer
Rydd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jennifer.
That's Mrs. Hollywood out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But good deal, man. Good deal. Well, all right, fellas, man, we're gonna let you guys go. Next week we're gonna have our next Hoka Hey. We're gonna have Beth and Junie on February 12th. Make sure you tune in, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get all the support and you know, really get it out there so family members can hear about it and hear other riders take on the Hoka Hey. I'm glad you guys didn't have any accidents. This ride right here, I don't think we're having any fatalities, which was always a blessing. And glad nobody got hurt, man. Good deal. So listen, folks, guys, y'all take care. Be safe. Stay warm up there in Michigan.
Right.
You will. Take care, guys.
All right, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, man, Doc.
Hey, don't hit me with it this way.
Where we going with it, Doc?
We're going this way. I got mine right.
I got mine right.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Wait a minute. It's up. Okay, Hey Talk, man. Oh, my goodness, folks, man. We just want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to Hoka Hey Talk. But before we go, please don't go off. Please don't go off. Please don't go off. We have a fundraiser going on for Sankofa. Please, folks, donate. We need your assistance. We need your assistance to help them achieve their goal so they can continue their mission. Here is the information right here. Excuse me, Doc. I didn't mean to take you out of there. But here is the information. And Doc, if you would, please kind of enlighten people on Sankofa Achievement Center mission.
Okay. I just went to my phone, right? Before I go into what the Sankofa mission is, I'm going to tell you right now. And I think stories give more of an accurate description, right? So I have a high school student that come today. His mother, she hadn't paid the whole month. First of all, she's on a scholarship. She can't afford the tuition. He was supposed to be a sophomore, but he failed. He's a freshman, according to the state standards. And he comes over to the Sankofa house building to get his education, right? So here is the text message. And I'm going to tell you. Okay, so here's the text. So today, I said, hey, sis, I tried to send you an invoice for January, but it came back to me failed. Mind you, she's already on the scholarship for $199 a month for her son to come over here so I can make sure he gets out of high school and get his diploma. So she said, I'm sorry, I'm just having a hard time right now. I said, what's wrong? How can I help? I said, I have a patient that elderly patient that needs some help. If you need some extra money, we're paying some money to get that. I'm trying to show the mom like, hey, mom, there's other options if you need some extra cash. If you want to do some home health care up under the elderly care that I have up under the Sankofa, you can come do that. And she said, my car broke down. My other kids don't want to help get their brothers to school and trying to take care of everything. And so I said, some days I can come pick him up. I said, I told Jalen, not his name, I'm sorry. I told him the same thing I'm telling you. If it's any days that he cannot make it here to get his academics, I will come and pick him up. She said, okay, thanks. So I know I'm long-winded, KSolo, but the Sankofa Achievement Center it's not taboo to go back and fetch for the past. You don't know where you're going unless you know where you came from. And I am an advocate on reaching back and pulling up our children and our youth for the next generation. So right now we are pushing for a licensure in child care center where you can drop your kids off here. I have before care. I have after school programming. I have summer camp programmings. I have K through 12 homeschool tutorials. I am the beacon in the community, and I have been for the last 15 years, dedicating my service from serving abroad in the military to serving home in my own community. That it takes a village to raise a child, and I just want to do my part. And so the Sankofa Achievement Center is that beacon in the community, and I need some help. I need some help. We just getting going. I'm trying to become certified and licensed with the Board of Education. I am trying to be licensed as DHS. I'm in pre-licensure. I got a lot of going on for admin and things like that. And I know I'm long-winded, and I'm trying to get my 1 minute elevator speech together, but I don't know how to say it in 30 seconds on what I do. But I need your help. I can say that I need your help. And I appreciate you, KSolo, for taking a moment to say, hey, Remy, Dr. Remy, I'm going to start a GoFundMe for you. So the GoFundMe is to help with the scholarship. So that parent that I was talking about today, the $199 that she is struggling to pay, even on the scholarship program, guys, anything helps. Anything helps for us to help these children get what they need socially, emotionally, and academically. And so you can visit my website, www.thethesacinc.org, and see what I've been doing for the last 15 years. And I know we out of bandwidth, and so I'm going to wrap it up. And I hope I said what I needed to say tonight. Okay, sorry. I got it. It's so low.
You said it, Doc. You said it. Ladies and gentlemen, we need your help. We need your help. As a matter of fact, Mom Duke donated $100 today.
Oh,
Mom
wow.
Duke, my mother, my 83-year-old mother donated $100. I was down there taking care of her. I spent the night with her. And I was telling her, I said, Mom, I got a show to do. And I said, we got a fundraiser. And 83 years old. And she said, what is it for? And I told her. And she said, here, boy, take a smack 'em. And she got old school. Mom Duke said, take a smack 'em. And my mother, my 83-year-old mother, donated $100 to this event. So, Doc, I'm trying everything I can. I'm asking all of you out there, if you support me, if I had inspired you, please, it could be $10, $5, $25, $50. Dahuru Nasty, $50. Please, please, folks, please do what you can. Help us achieve this goal. Help us help Doc Remy help her community. And that's what it's all about. So listen, the link is up. The link is up. This is the QR code. Scan the QR code and donate. I see when it comes in. Just be mindful that when you go, it'll ask you for a tip. You don't necessarily have to give a big tip because I think they're going to hit you up like 10 or 15%. But the thing about it, though, is, folks, this is for a nonprofit, a 501c3. And then I just got her organization registered on YouTube. So now we're going to start doing a fundraiser on YouTube. So YouTube has approved for her to be able to do fundraisers. So, Doc, I'm trying everything that I can from my platform to help you out to achieve this goal. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to thank you for being a part of Riding with KSolo, the podcast show with the impeccable Doc Remy. You know how we do it. We do it here on Tuesday night at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central, 5 Pacific, and we do it on Thursday, 8 p.m., 7 Central, 5 Pacific. I can't thank you enough for just being a part of this podcast because you make it. Now, one last thing before we get ready to get up out of here, Doc. We are getting ready to head down to Jacksonville, Florida, for the Iron Elite event that they got going on down there with Big Sarge. They're going to have the Titan Award down there. Make sure you get down there, Jacksonville. It's going to be at Adamak Harley Davidson. Highway Smiley is going to be the male recipient, and Cynthia Smacks is going to be the female recipient, and Portia Taylor is going to be the Trailblazer Award recipient for 2026. Make sure you get down there, folks. I know the weather is pretty rough, and I know it's still forecast to be bad, but if you can, make your way down south of Florida. It should be warm. It should be about 60, 70 degrees. It won't be like Miami, but it's going to be all right. So listen, folks, we're getting ready to get up out of here. One last shout out to, we celebrating Black History Month all month long. We can't forget that. And then, Doc, just one last thing, and I got to send a shout out to Revolution Cigars. He's doing his things. He support me, man. Make sure you pick up one of those legendary sticks. I should have some down there with me because the supply that I got for last weekend, because that event was canceled, I will have that supply with me down in Jacksonville. So come pick up a stick. The price points are really nice. They're set for bikers, man. So if you're a biker, you ain't gonna be spending $15, $20 for those sticks. It's not gonna happen on my watch, man. It's just like when I go to people little annual events. You talking about $25 to get in your annual event. Well, hell, I done spent $200, $300 trying to get to your event on gas, food, and hotel room. So listen, I shouldn't have said that, Doc. I always say that, man.
We was gonna keep it positive around here.
Man. Hit a nerve. That's all. Look, hit a nerve. Let me figure out how to shut this thing down. Doc, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, folks. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
And
Thank
remember,
you, everyone.
aspire to inspire, be legendary. We're out of here.
What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl, Most Wanted, in the building. You already know the vibes. Inspired by KSolo the Rider. If you haven't tapped into the podcast yet, you're missing out. Go check it out, catch a vibe, and get inspired. If you're already tuned in, keep that energy flowing and that podcast on lock. This your girl, Most Wanted. I'm out.
Yeah.